just only because it would let people know.
Whatever you want to do, I don't care. That's fine. Hello,
I don't know. It's just an option. If it lets me, I don't know.
We are finally back after a little hiatus over the summer. We've had a lot of things going on that kept us from being here, but we are here again, and hopefully we will get back on a regular schedule. Welcome, Steve, back from the everything that you've been doing.
Yeah. How are you?
You had a podcast conference.
I mean, I know Oh yeah. Yep. And it was amazing. And at the end of it, I caught COVID. But you know what? It's the world's biggest podcast convention. So there were people, I met people from all countries, right? So of course I caught COVID. Of course I caught it. I was interacting with people from every country. You know, it's like, what did I expect, to be honest?
Wow. That's really amazing,
but the convention itself was amazing. I mean, it really was. Like, I learned a ton. Audio podcasting and turning it into the video podcasting, moving it over to YouTube. I mean, just it was endless knowledge. StreamYard was there, YouTube was there, Blueberry, Podbean, you name it, they were there. And I got to talk to like one-on-one with it's cool to go to the YouTube table and talk one-on-one with team members.
Yeah.
Not the people answering emails or this or that, but members who actually can take input, write it down, and get it back to people that matter. And they were they were answering questions I had, and they were writing down notes of things where I'd say, well, that doesn't help me because what I'm looking to do is XYZ. Then they'd be like, oh, okay, well, you can't do that. And they'd be like taking a note. Not just with me, with others too. I mean, it's just cool because it's impossible for us to get in front of Team YouTube.
Right. Is there even a phone number to
I don't think so.
Call you?
I don't think so. Hey, Chris Taylor. So, hey, Rick. Hey, guess what, guys? We're live streaming, but this is only to promote it on Holly's channel. And I see the link, so I love you guys doing it. So let me put in a comment. Let me put her channel. Because what we're trying to do is get people to watch it on Holly's channel. And we've been gone for a minute, so. Okay. Yeah. Let me see how this is working. Holly, you still there? You might need to leave and come back if you're having an issue. Okay, guys, I just added the link and pinned it on my channel. I know that gets a little confusing, but I just pinned it on my channel. We're doing that dual live stream, but it's really to bring people over here to Savvy Shopper Delivers, where we do this podcast or this dumpling show. So what's up, Chris Taylor? What's up, Rick? What's up, Fly Guy Delivers? How are you? Switch to Holly's channel. I can tell. I'm in StreamYard, you guys. So it's weird because I just learned this. So when you are doing this, I see a little link. Like in Rick's comments, I see a little link, and then I know they're over at my channel watching. And so what I just did was that's why I pinned it so that people could come over here. Hey, Scrabble, laughing out loud, same. See, but it's working, I guess, right? You guys should subscribe to Holly's channel too, by the way, because we do this every couple of weeks. So She should be back in a minute here. Let's see, what do we got until she does? If you didn't catch the piece I did with Dana yesterday, I would highly recommend you do so. I did add the links to that legislation into the show. So if you guys if you guys watch or you want to know about what this legislation looks like, I added the Prop 22 BS version that the companies want, and then I will, after this show, I'll be adding the full 93-page document and then the one-page overview summary of what it is, of what the governor is pushing for. So it's called the Gig App Drivers. I don't want to get this wrong. It's called the Gig App Drivers, because it's a very strong word.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
No worries.
Again, I don't know. Every time I go out to the yard, something happens like that.
Oh, wait, I know what it is. Here it is. Okay, so it's called the App-Based Drivers Classification Act, and you all should be worried if you live in Massachusetts. Extremely worried. Because the Attorney General, who in 2022 removed the ballot measure, every state is different. I don't want to take up too much time here, but while Holly was getting her camera and set up together, I'm just going to finish this. Every state is so different. Like California has propositions. Some states have amendments. Some states have rules. Some states, like for Massachusetts, they use a ballot, and where everybody votes on the ballot, and then the legislator then turns those into law. And the crazy part is in 2022, the ballot that was supposed to be voted on by everybody was removed by the AG at the time, and she and then her name is Maura Healey, and then she was Attorney General. She removed it from the ballot. It was challenged. The Supreme Court backed her because they have the same backing. I mean, there's just a lot of craziness going on there with big money coming in weird ways to support campaigns and all kinds of other stuff. But the craziest part is she was able to do this. The Supreme Court upheld it, and now she's the governor of Massachusetts. And there's this bill that she wants. It's called Massachusetts H .1099, like a 1099 worker, get it? So it's going like an AB5. It's going after everybody. But then on the flip side, they're trying to do an exact clone of Prop 22, but even weaker. And it does some weird stuff with mileage. Go watch the live that Dana and I did yesterday. It's on my channel. But for now, hopefully Holly's here.
I am here. I'm just on my phone right now. But you're not talking about the Be My Own Boss Act. That's not the one you're talking about.
No. This is
Sorry,
legislative. No, this is legislative change for basically the definition. Again, not all states are going after all ICs yet, but Massachusetts is. They're trying to do exactly what California did, and all California did was kill livelihoods. I mean, AB5 killed livelihoods, and people need to separate those. Prop 22 was a carve out of AB5, just like lawyers and doctors and anesthesiologists got their carve outs. Prop 22 was a carve out. So,
but why would anyone do that after they saw what it did to California? I don't understand why.
You got me, Holly, on that one, because they kept bringing in other states lawmakers and stuff and saying, hey, here's Prop 22, here's what it is, check this out. And it was already failing, and these people were like, sweet, let's adopt that. Like, I really don't get it, other than the fact that, like we discussed on the program, there's a lot. I mean, look, at politics is ugly and nasty, but honestly, Massachusetts operates different. All states are different, but really differently. Like, they actually almost have it's very similar to Canada with healthcare. So one of the provisions that the gig companies are offering is healthcare. But the problem is the healthcare is already covered for about 90% of the people in Massachusetts. So really, they're offering a service that they won't be giving them much more than that.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust myself again.
Hey, Giggity. Hey, Kevin Hawthorne. Hey, John. What's up? Hey, you guys should come over to, there's a link at the top if you're in my stream to come over here to Holly's channel. You should subscribe to Holly's channel. Plus, we got to get Holly to 1,000, and she's getting close, you guys. So, well, yeah. So, Fly Guys delivery. Actually, you would benefit. Okay. Actually, I'm going to tell you, please do me a favor and please watch Thursday's premiere on the Para channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It premieres. It's 1 hour long. We already recorded. We recorded it last night. It's David, Sergio, and I, and we dissect Prop 22, what's going on in Seattle, and then we end with a little bit of Massachusetts. But it will give you why Prop 22 is awesome for you, but what it was really intended for, and what really happened. So, please check it out. It's if you search the Para Gig Smarter channel, you'll find it. I can't post from this StreamYard into Holly's, and I don't think I can go into Holly's and post it either. Maybe
for the link.
Yeah. So see, this did work, because now, hey Joe, what's up? And I said, what's up, Joe? That's Let's Play DoorDash Joe. And then there's also, what's up, Mr. E. Arden, who also could be Joe potentially. Why don't you guys come over here to Holly's side and subscribe? Holly's a safe channel. She's nice.
Most of the time. Unless I get upset.
It's funny if she's not. It's not mean. That's what I'm getting at. I'm over the mean.
Yeah. I'm usually, if it's mean, it's usually only like to one person.
Right.
And it's usually deserved. No, you know me. I'm pretty laid back.
We haven't even started yet. We got 33 minutes. It's all right.
So, yeah, well, that's how we usually are. We're on something. Of course, I'm happy.
But if you are, Giggity says in your chat now, he was in mine. He says, "I'm here now. I dropped Steve like a pair hanging with her." Or wait, what was it? Like a pair of dirty socks. Giggity's like the comedy in the community for sure. and then Joe says, laughing out loud, but won't ever fall asleep when hanging with her. That's an inside joke, you guys. It only applies if you met Holly in person.
What did he say? I'm sorry.
He's talking about St. Louis and markers.
Oh, I see that. But won't ever fall asleep when hanging with her. Yeah, that's good advice. I know nobody got it this time though. Everybody got. But
actually, wouldn't it be? Here would be my comment about that. I agree with that, but it's not for the same reasons. I wouldn't not fall asleep around her worried about that. I would not fall asleep around her because I'd want to stay up and have fun with her. I mean, if she's up, she's having fun. So it's,
Well, do you consider cleaning fun? Hey, if you want to stay up and clean with me.
Actually, I was going to say, it's not like you did that when we were there, but you did do that when we were there. I kind of was yelling at, we had an Airbnb and Holly's cleaning.
Always clean. But if you don't clean, then it just gets trashed and nobody's picking it, So.
But there were 20 people in there both nights, so it was going to get dirty
exactly. Anyway. Well, that's why you have to clean up as you go along. I'm always got to be the mom of the group and make sure everybody has food and drink and take them their popcorn or their chips and, whatever. That's just me.
And Joe, before we even, we're going to get the 30-minute, but that's cool. But Joe, hey, it was an awesome time. You know what? Remember what I was going to do this year, but then GigCon and the town hall, but the rafting trip, that's on for next year. I'm about to drop that stuff. and I will send you the link as soon as it happens, along with some other people, because it's only going to be able to accommodate like 20 people. It sucks. And I'm going to try and find a way where if other people wanted to come, they can. It just won't be in the 2 houses that I can get. So
Wait, what are you talking about?
remember when I had the post and everybody wanted in on it? Like I almost had enough people as it was to do whitewater rafting in August.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then GigCon ended up being at the same time.
Yeah.
So I said I'd do it next year, which would be this next coming year. I'm going to do it.
Oh, you are.
It's going to be a flat price. It's going to include everything, the house, everything. So the rafting, all of it, since I know everybody.
My cousin in Colorado that I stayed with, I forget where she just went, but she's somewhere right now, and they're going rafting. Actually, they might be doing that today, but she said that I guess there's different levels of what the water's going to be doing as far as rapids and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's going to be between a 4 and a 5, which is really dangerous.
Very dangerous. Does she do it a lot?
No.
I mean, see, here's how I think of it. And I've done the snake. I don't do it enough. Like I'm not the guy in the back steering it at all. And snowboarding, bring it. I'll take you in the back country. I've been doing it 30 years. There's not many people that ride much harder than me. But I rely on my buddy Hugh in Buena Vista, and he actually has a rafting company out of there. And I won't do above a level 4, even with him I'm used to active sports, adrenaline type stuff, but I don't even feel comfortable because that's when jagged rocks come in. And I'm just not, I would want to do another 15 or 20. I've probably only done 10, 15 in my life.
Of rafting?
Yeah. See, my buddy Hugh owns a rafting company. So the entire summer he does tours twice a day, or one a day. If he does the 6 hour, it's either 1 6-hour tour or 2 3-hour tours a day.
Yeah. I mean,
he I guess I'm saying he has so much of an expertise that a 5 for him, that's cool. But if I'm like your cousin, I wouldn't, unless I was I wouldn't do it. So,
well, she's not afraid of anything, and I'm not sure who all is there. I think it's her and her husband, and maybe
again, you as long as you got somebody great in the front and the back, and you usually do. If you have somebody taking you on a 4 or 5 that isn't awesome at this, you're the stupid one for getting in the boat.
Right.
And I'm sure they're going, there's so many amazing places where you can go do any level you want here, because you can trust the people. They are that good.
Yeah. I'm sure she would go unless it was very well covered. Hold on, I'm pulling my book out here for you. I finally finished my book.
Oh yeah?
Look how thick it is.
Jesus. It looks like the Massachusetts House Bill 1099.
That's why it took me so long.
How many pages?
64. Now the font is.
Who's going to read that?
The font is larger. Shut up. You know how much time I spent on this? You better.
I mean,
No, the font is larger because of me making it in Canva. And there's,
what you need. You know what you really should do, Holly, and I'm not kidding, is do it into audiobook on your channel.
See?
Did you hear me?
But every page is not like this. But that's a good idea.
No, but I mean, like you reading it, because you wrote it, you'd read it good.
Right.
And you know as well as I do, a lot of people would listen to that, but they damn well aren't going to read it. Some people are going to read it.
Yeah, and then there's other pages that have big ads on it. So I mean, it's not
that's a Celeste, or that's what's her name? That's
I did take some things off.
That's Sue's. Sorry, that's Sue's. You just showed a page that had Sue's on it.
And like this page, this is off the Dumpling website. So there are a few things that came straight from the Dumpling website. So not every page I wrote, but the majority of it I did.
You guys, if you didn't if you didn't catch the episode that I did there was a dumpling roundtable that had Suze, Celeste, and then it had I'm drawing a blank on his name. He was from Florida too. He was from Tampa. I'm not even sure if he does it anymore.
Isn't that the one we don't mention? Like how you
no.
don't mention?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was a different live stream. But the one with Suze, by the way, she's just an amazing person. I saw on Instagram, and I just reached out to her via text, so we've been texting. She battled breast cancer for a while. She beat it. She got it back. She beat it again. She's completely clear. But she got this. She also does she's a big dumpling person, like one of the top ones for a long time running. And she actually does a lot of like pro bono stuff on top of it and still makes money. Like she does some things for free for some people who can't get around and whatnot. And she got this huge humanitarian award in her community recently. So
you
golf
can't think
clap
of who it
is.
is.
What?
You can't think of who that is.
It's Suze.
Oh, she's the one that got the award.
Yeah, she got the award. She's battled breast cancer twice. She's just been through it all. And she literally, every time I talk to her, I can even be somewhat down or just like, and she has me like energized after a phone call. She's just, you can just tell she's got a smile from ear to ear every time. You know,
well,
just one of those truly, truly genuine people who just, it's crazy. You look at them, you're like, how do you never like, God, are you never down? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. You know, I get down from time to time.
No, we all do.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I don't think she does, even alone. I'm not kidding. I've talked to her enough times. She's like, what's up?
I don't know. I can't imagine never being.
Yeah. I'm sure we could get her on here. I've been texting with her recently. She's gone through a lot, but she seems to be in an amazing place. We should get Suze on here. We'll start booking some guests, you guys, because now it's summer's over. My son's been back in school for a while. And I don't know if I told you, Holly, but my son had a gun pulled on him.
What? Where?
So he goes to a huge high school. Area's nice, so you guys don't get the wrong idea. You know, we live very blue collar. We live downtownish Denver, a little east, but not quite to Aurora, if you know Denver. And if you do know Denver, it's Northfield where he goes to high school. High school capacity is 4,000, so it's 1,000 a class. Big high school. It's like a whole campus.
Right.
Don't say in the hood, Tony. And Tony, why are you on my channel? Get over here to Holly's. But he was leaving the campus, and again, I don't want to create the wrong picture to people, because there's like this running trail through, and these are all like $400,000 houses across in Northfield, across from his high school. But then it's got this divided road where they had just built this area, so they built it nice, like a big park. It's got like this jogging trail. It's got a couple crossovers. It's got basketball courts, tennis courts along the way. It's really nice. And he had a period off, and him and a buddy went to the basketball court and were shooting hoops. They had a car roll by and said, "Come on, hey, come here for a second." They didn't do it. One of them went up to them and said, "Give me your money," all this, and they were like, "We don't have our money. We don't get no money. We're not giving it to you." He pulled a gun out on him.
Sorry.
And if you guys are wondering why I'm handling it like this, that day I was very concerned, angry, all kinds of emotions, but I've had a gun pulled on me like 3 times. So to me, maybe I'm not the same parent that some people are. And it's not like I'm in areas where that happens a lot. It's just happened at the bar. Every time it's happened at a bar.
So how did they respond? Did the boys just give them the money they had, or say that we don't have any money, or what happened?
They said we don't have any. And he what he did was lift his shirt and showed a gun and put his hand on it. But Max knows, Max can handle himself. Max is a black belt. It's not like I'm saying he should have engaged him, but he knows. Right. And he even told it to me, like, dude, the guy was threatening. And normally he would even BS and be like, no, it was no worries. But he's like, the guy had the guy pulled it, it would have been even different. He was saying even if the guy had pulled it, it would have been different. You know, because he's like just pulling it at me. He's like, that gave me a quick scare and kind of put me on alert. He's like, but the other thing is I don't honestly know if they did have money on him. Like, I don't know if they were just not even lying to the guy. I haven't asked him. I'll have to ask, because I know that if they have the off period, he probably just left it in his backpack in his locker.
Well, and so many people don't carry cash these days anyway, that I don't even understand why people try and go rob people for cash, because most people don't even have cash on them. You know
right.
I mean? So, and then if you tell them you don't have it, then they get mad, and then they want to shoot you because you don't have any on you. But
it's just crazy to me that this is a 4 to Tony can correct me if I'm wrong, because he knows the neighborhood. Tony, like it's Northfield, right across from Dick's sporting arena where the soccer plays. You know exactly where it is and where Northfield High School is. So it's the area right coming towards my house from Dick's sporting arena, and then a few blocks in to that, like those new homes. I mean, they're $400,000 to $600,000 homes, are they not? And it's an area you wouldn't expect it because it's so open, would you not? I don't know. That's just how I feel. But again, I mean, they have 2 police, Denver police, not security anymore, on the campus when school's in session all the time now. So like they don't even leave anymore. Like, because last year there was a bomb scare where there was something found in the water area. So again, I just don't want to put the wrong picture. Like, you know, we're at this ghetto school, and
what do you mean the water area?
I mean, like it was where they had put it was in the maintenance building by the water main. So it wasn't, there was a bomb scare, and that day there was 2 kids caught with guns who ended up being involved in it from a different school. So there was a bomb that was triggered to go. There's 4 buildings on the campus. There was a bomb, and it was something stupid too. I don't know how big of it would have done, but it was put by the water to make damage. But the 2 kids who were caught with guns, I can't remember if the guns were fake, but regardless, there was 50 cop cars there. I was watching it on TV, just plowing up onto there. There were choppers above. SWAT showed up. They've been locked down. He's a senior now. Since the pandemic, they've been locked down 40 times. They've been put in lockdown.
That's a lot.
For an hour or more.
I remember I get notices.
Tony says it's higher income there. So yeah, exactly. It's higher income than where we live, right? Than where Max and I live. Again, guys, my point is, I don't even know how we got off on this. I guess it was while Holly was getting her camera on, but to be honest, it doesn't matter where you live anymore.
No, it doesn't. I was managing a title loan store back in, I think it was like 2001, maybe 2002, something like that, for a short time. And a guy came in, and it was just me and another girl in there. And I saw him walking in, and I don't know. I just had the feeling when I saw him, because of what he was wearing and just how he was approaching, I just knew it was going to be trouble. And so I got up and walked to the counter, because I knew I could probably handle trouble better than she could. And he pulled a gun on me too, and demanded all of the cash in the safe, which we didn't have a safe. So, we gave him everything in the register and had to let him out the back door. But, I was afraid he was going to shoot me, because he thought I was lying that we don't have a safe. He's like, I know you have a safe, but and I'm like, seriously, we don't have a safe. Look around.
Dude,
feel free.
Check this out. How good of an idea is this? And I'm okay with it being public. I hope everybody thinks it's a good idea. Maybe you guys will shoot it down and tell me why. But why wouldn't you have a fake safe at every location with fake money? And when they're like, give me the money, you open the safe and it's just like stacked money. So they get so excited, and you just put it in the bag and you act scared and give it to them. And they find out it's all fake.
Well, probably because all the criminals would hear that everybody has a fake safe.
Yeah. Okay. So what are they going to do?
I don't know. That guy, he went and he tried to rob a pawn shop like a week later, and the pawn shop owner shot him in the leg, and he went to the hospital. So that's how they ended up catching him, because then he confessed to my robbery too. But
Right. I see Joe said word, but because word gets out quickly only works once. Yes, for that person. But then that person is going to get maybe caught distributing the first amount or whatever, but regardless they're not going to come back. They just got it handed to them. So,
well, or if there was a way that, I don't know, if you opened
yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to shoot that down.
all over him.
I just was thinking, I've had a gun pulled on me at the bar before. Only one out of the 3 times too, because the other times I wasn't in a position to get anything, but I was GM at the time. I was bartender, but only once did I have to give up a till, and I didn't even give the bigger bills under the till, so they maybe got like $150. You know what I mean? And
Right.
with a gun in my face, you can have it.
Oh yeah, I'm not arguing with anybody. If you,
I'm not again.
Although I did stand by my desk when I had to let him out the back door. I told Nikki, the other girl, I said, open up the back door for him, because I went and I stood by my desk so I could block the view of my purse. Because I'm like, you can take their money, but you're not getting my purse. But I mean, obviously I would have given it to him.
Before we move off it, I will tell you guys the funniest one. There was one incident where we weren't open yet too, and the guy ended up just running. Not a lot of fun there, but there was one time, and we did this often, was roll dice in the alley, and bartenders from other places would come over too, and we'd play dice in the alley for cash. So there was a bunch, and there's always cash on the ground, because the way you play street craps is you put what you want to bet down, and then there's a roller, and the roller covers as many bets as he wants, but he only has to cover 1 to roll. And so it was getting pretty deep this game. We had a bunch of bartenders there, and guy comes up, pulls out a gun, says, give me all that on the ground. Happened to be one of the guys who was we worked with the District 2 police department on the off-duty officer program on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night from 10 to 2. We would have a uniformed police officer off duty that we paid cash to sit at the door with our door guy. He didn't even card people. He still let us do our jobs. He was just there as a presence, but he happened to be there off duty playing craps with us. And as soon as the guy pulled the gun, he pulled his gun right on him and walked right up to his eyeball with it. And was like, put it down now.
Well, I guess that put the end of that.
So he ended up arresting the guy. It was pretty awesome. All he said to us is he turned him around. He took his cell phone, called cops, was holding him by a knee, his hands in the back. And he said, you guys clean up this craps game and get back to work. He's like, I'll be here when the cops get here. Because he was in on the game, man.
That's funny.
So cops aren't all jerks.
I'm glad Max is okay.
Yeah, actually, it was kind of disturbing how little it seemed to affect him. He was like, it was fine. I just told the cop on the campus it happened. Whatever. I was like, really?
So he said he wasn't scared during it or anything?
Well, that's why I was saying. He said he was scared when, he said it was like an initial burst of fear when shirt's pulled up and it's showing and the guy put his hand on it. He's like, had he pulled it out and pointed it at me, different game. He's like, but what, that? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Raised on
and I was thinking, I guess that's how I did it too. So, if you get too scared, there's also and I don't want to put any kind of fear into people, but there's also the, chance that you mess something up, or if you're just jittering too much that they get antsy and pull the triggers. You just don't want to, you just want to play their game. So the best thing to do is go calm and do what they ask if you can, I don't know why. Again, I don't know why he handled it like that, but.
Well, that's why I took that guy that came into my place too, because I knew that I was better equipped than Nikki, and I didn't know how she would handle it if something like that happened. So I don't know, because I'm really not afraid of much. I'm not going to say that I wasn't afraid. I was afraid. I mean, I'm not stupid.
Joe, later, hit subscribe to Holly before you leave.
Yeah, because we've been on the Dumpling show for 45 minutes, and actually we've only been.
I bet you've got a couple new subs though.
But we
I
haven't
bet
even
you-
talked about Dumpling yet.
I bet you've got I saw a couple people said they had, so I bet you have 2 to 3 new subs.
Oh, well, that's great.
So
thank you very much. If you did subscribe today, I really appreciate it.
I don't know if you noticed. I was going to tell you, Holly. I don't know if you noticed, but see the little link in the John Fisher, or like any of the ones that show a little link in the StreamYard chat, like in the right corner of their name or their avatar.
Oh, yes, I do.
That means they're on my page watching, and I put a link on
Oh.
my page to come over to here.
Okay, because I see
And
it on
told them
yours.
to sub. Yeah. And so, yeah. So if you scroll up even more, there was a bunch. Now those same people who had the link have it in yours.
Right.
That means
Okay.
they're here now.
I see that with Joe and Eric and Driven Dad.
Yep.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Let's see.
You guys, most likely, we're going to end up doing the Dumpling show. I guess we'll do it next week. And then we'll do the next week, and then we'll just then we'll go back to 2 weeks or figure out whatever we can.
You want to do next week?
Yeah, I mean, let's just do the show. Because we got 10 minutes before Show Me the Money Club.
Right. We are actually going to cut off on time today because we want you guys
to I mean, that is the one thing, guys. I mean, potentially, and if enough of you start watching and subscribing, because we're going to start getting into it, then, maybe we could do this weekly. But the thing is we do want to end by Show Me the Money Club. Like this week, I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna be honest. But the thing is even if you don't do Rideshare, you need to watch it, because like next week, okay, we've all known that I'm good friends with Harry Campbell. He's interviewed a lot of CEOs. He's interviewed the original CEOs of Lyft, Derek Khosrowshahi 3 times now. Some people say he softballs these, whatnot. We all know Sergio. Well, Sergio and Chris, not today, but a week from today, so the 26th, have David Risher, the new CEO of Lyft, on. And if you know Sergio, he's not gonna hurt the person, but he's got some really tough questions. And a lot of people have asked me, but doesn't he have to clear it with Harry first? He did not. Harry said he was okay to do what he'll
interview him. Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, Sergio's gonna. This is his first. Usually it's Harry. Usually those are the only times Harry does the interviews, unless Harry and I have done 3 pieces together. But other than like me, I'm going to be honest, Harry doesn't. If anything, it's always a CEO or something. That's really what he does. That's the only time he ever steps in. So this is going to be them. And Sergio is going to be extremely polite. There's a game to it, but he has some tough questions.
And you say that's on the 26th?
Is that next Tuesday?
Yeah, because Monday's the 25th, because that's my birthday.
Oh.
Hannibal and
so of course we'll do the 26th show. Yeah. Okay. It'll be I was gonna say so that you can get some super chat money, but we need to get the subs for Holly to get her super chat level. And she's close. She's 758. Yeah, I saw there were a couple others that subbed above too.
Yeah, they must have, because I think I was at 751 or 52 last time I checked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 758.
I've been stuck there for a while.
And if Chris just subbed, that's 759. See, this helps too, because these are people in the community subbing, so that might get you more into the algorithm mix too.
Right. And I do need to get a little more consistent on my posting.
So what did you guys think of the dumpling talk today?
Yeah, right. We talked all about it. No, but again, I want
to mention. Did you guys learn something about dumpling today?
You can, if you want my book. Raised on Scrabble. This is my book for anybody that was not here when I showed this. I just got finished writing my book. If you want a copy of this, I can send you the file and you can print it off yourself, or I'm going to put it into an ebook file. I only have the print version right now. I know that sounds weird, but when you make it on Canva, it's different. And when you do the print version on Canva, the print is so tiny on the screen, but then it prints a lot larger, which you can see when I showed the
Can't
pages.
you just put the download link? Is there a reason? I'm just asking if there's a reason why you wouldn't in every show note.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. They have to email me if they want it.
Okay. So how do they email you?
They can email me at savvyshopperdelivers@outlook.com. Now that I am
Savvy
putting
Shopper
that in
what?
the show notes, so that email is in the show
It's
notes.
just Savvy Shopper at Gmail.
Savvy Shopper Delivers at Outlook.
At Gmail.
No,
Oh.
Outlook.
Well, I use a different one for you, Holly. Holly has so many different.
I have like 8.
She must be on the run from a lot of people because she's.
No, it's because I get so much crap email that I have to do things that are specific to specific things. Like I have Island Hopper Grocery Delivery that's just for that. I have Savvy Shopper Delivers that's for certain things, and then I have Savvy Shopper SRQ, which is my business one for my clients. So yeah, I have different ones because it helps me keep things separate. So if I'm looking for something from someone specific, I know which one to check.
Happy birthday, Rick, Rideshare Road Warrior Rick. He's gonna be 73 tomorrow.
But Raised on Scrabble, I wanted to make sure you knew about that book, and because I don't know if you'd already put in a request for it or not, so you were wanting to learn more, and this will help you a lot because I did spend a lot of time on it, and it does have a lot of good information in it. So also, if you haven't watched any of our other episodes, if this is your first time here, we actually do talk about Dumpling.
What is the episode we call our favorite?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, if you haven't watched any of these, go watch that one first.
Yeah, that's our favorite one because we did get into a lot of different things about Dumpling that day.
That'll give you a feel for how the show should be every week.
Right. We have been so crazy.
You guys, I think a lot of people understand. It's been summer.
Yeah.
We're out of summer now. So
yeah. Gary is moving to Florida. Is he down here yet?
Yes. Well, as of today, yes. It's actually literally today. So they left 2 days, or they left. Yes, I think today he is there. I don't know if today they're to final destination or not. But they don't have a house yet either. Hey, Gigwise, Josh, you're on my channel. We're about to end this because of Show Me the Money Club. So come over here to Holly's channel real quick. The link's pinned at the top of the stream on my channel, and subscribe to her because we're doing this show next week, and maybe we'll look at doing it weekly after because that gets Holly a little better traction too.
All right, this was kind of just a catch up BS session because we've been so all over the place, but
wait a second, Chris Taylor, before we get out of here, I'll take that as a no from Steve. What am I saying?
As a no for what?
Yeah, exactly. Did Steve see what I sent him about having to pay fines for overpriced shares? Oh, for Lyft? Yeah. I had seen it too. But I think it was, what was it, like 10 million? And I'm not to just say, even for Lyft, yeah, that matters, but that's just a drop in. I mean, what do they have? 968 million left. I know they're under the billion, and that is scary, but I mean, who knows? And they might even fight it. Who knows? But yeah, I did see that, and thank you, Chris. By the way, guys, Chris Taylor always sends amazing articles. Some of them I haven't seen yet. Usually they're up on my website, ridesharerodeo.com, which takes you to uberlyftdrivers.com and a redirect. But that website's been up for 7 years, and usually they're up there. But every once in a while, he'll send me one that I haven't seen or whatever. So thank you, Chris. Yeah, he's on top of the news too, and I like that. So
yeah, well, I count on you to be on top of the news.
You guys, I hope you learned a ton about Dumpling. I hope you signed up. I mean, we just dropped some knowledge here. Oh boy.
Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, you guys, thank you for joining. We really do start and end talking about Dumpling. Maybe we should schedule it for 10 minutes before the hour. And even if you're not ready or you're getting ready, I can at least like kind of get people ready, and then you can join in, and it'll be by that time, because we are going to constrain it to the hour, because I think Show Me the Money Club has a lot of value. Sergio and I are working on a lot of different legislative issues, and that's not why I'm telling you to watch it. A lot of you probably already do or whatnot, but even if you're not and you don't do rideshare again, I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of it. First of all, it's positive. There's no trolling. There's no BS over there. But It's the Show Me the Money Club is a good show to learn a lot of stuff going on.
Well, if you're late to any show, you can always just rewind and go to the beginning. I mean, it's not
yeah,
like
it's just it's to me it's a fun one to be live in because Chris, Real Rideshare Stories, does it with Sergio, and he's pretty good about chat. So if you have a question, these guys will answer it. And
gotcha.
they do. Between them, they got a lot of knowledge. So,
all right. Well, my favorite show on that channel is on Wednesday nights, and that is Money
with those
Hungry,
two
with Kim and Zach.
weirdos, with Zach and we. Oh,
yeah.
That kind is that kindness chick?
Yeah, she always wants to be nice to people. I don't get it. I'm like, why be nice?
I love Zach. I love Zach and Kim. I love
yeah, we do. Actually, I sent Zach a text last night. I was in CVS and I saw 4 bottles of that oxygen stuff, and they were in different flavors and stuff. So I took a picture of it and I texted it to him. And I'm like, does this look familiar?
You guys, for those that don't know, when they were all out here for GigCon, Holly bought these, and I know about them. I see them out here all the time. But Holly bought these bottles where they sell you CO2 for high elevation in case you're getting headaches. And you it's like an aerosol that you're spraying in your mouth. Or if you're sick with
pneumonia or something like that, they sell them in, everywhere.
Yeah. The thing is
really
it's pretty funny because when you buy it, there's nothing in it. It's somebody selling you a bottle of air. It does do something, but
I mean, it's a genuine product, but I mean, don't make it sound like it's empty. But no. When you pick it up, it feels empty.
Right. But I'm saying there are oxygen bars here. If you're really having that problem, that's what I would recommend. If you're really having elevation sickness, which people do get, go to an oxygen bar, because then you pay by the 20 minutes and you have an actual mask on for 20 minutes of real oxygen.
But if you don't have time for that, or if you're hiking and just need,
that's what it's. Yeah, if you're in the city, they're kind of all over. But if you're in the mountains or doing anything like that, then it's good to have your.
Or if you're sick, or whatever. Anyway, but I just saw there was the one I bought. I think was eucalyptus or something when I was in Colorado. But then last night they had peppermint and something else. I don't know.
But you guys, next week, the same day as the Rideshare thing, and it will end before the Rideshare thing. So we will end like 5 minutes before Show Me the Money Club starts, because I'm going to be at least that day helping moderate that one, because that's how against trolls they are. They don't want any BS going down in there, and especially for that one.
Right.
But so we'll do a show. If Holly, does that work for you?
Next Tuesday, yes, that's fine.
Yeah, so next Tuesday, the 26th, we'll do this week's episode, because there is a couple things that I had, because it's been a while. So just to give you a hint, I did have an approached client by Marketplace. Some of you might not know what that means. Holly does. That's my first one. That's my first person who's inquired about me. They wanted me to do something I couldn't do, and they said they'd get back to me, and that was about 3 weeks ago. They haven't, but we will talk about that in depth. But Holly knows what I'm talking about. And so I still have not expanded my zip codes to all of Denver, and I need to do that, because that was the first time somebody found me ever through the app. It's always been word of mouth or me selling it. Yeah.
Huh.
Or at least that they've reached out. I don't know if they've found me, but nobody's ever reached out with I need this done today. Like they had something ready. They wanted me to already hire me.
So that's why you couldn't do it, because they needed it right away?
Well, they also needed a specific store. So at first she was like, can you go to Safeway and deliver? So to give you guys it real quick, what she wanted was, she actually wanted me to deliver within my own neighborhood. So the delivery was to Park Hill. It was like a mile away from my house. But the problem is, she's like, can you go to Safeway and pick something up for me? I was like, absolutely. There's a Safeway a mile or two the other way. So of course, we got a great client here. But the problem ended up being that she lived all the way down south, almost to Castle Rock, and had already ordered a birthday cake from that Safeway. So she was needing me to drive 40 miles to get this cake. Do you see what I'm saying?
She wanted you to pick up a cake and bring it to her, but she was 40 miles away.
To the person's whose birthday it was.
Okay.
So she lives down near Castle Rock, near this Safeway. She wasn't able to make the birthday. She wanted me, but she sold me as, hey, can you go to a Safeway and get this? I was like, yeah, I can go I got a Safeway right near me. And she's like, well, it's this Safeway.
Because that's where the cake was ordered from.
Yeah. And
you would have had
and here's the thing that I will say, and we'll discuss it more next week, but I might have done it that day. I couldn't. And I know to some people you might be saying,
Right.
why? Again, we'll get into that next week, but that's because I would be looking to grab a long-term customer. It would just be a different price for her. I would have to work something out.
Right.
But we can get into that in more detail next week.
Yeah, because I was going to say there's nothing, you wouldn't say no to, as long as you would just have to work that out, so it's financially beneficial for you.
Yeah.
So.
Gigwise wanted to know if they had Jaeger air. Like Jägermeister.
You might need air if you drink Jaeger. Denver driver killed last night. Denver. Hey, do you know anything about that, Steve?
What's that?
Denver driver killed last night.
No. I've been working Curry today. So I have not checked any news, but no, I did not see anything about that. And also Ty, I'm not sure where you live, but in no way do I feel unsafe in Denver. I mean, there's I'm originally from Michigan. My whole
see it?
my whole yeah, I saw it. My whole family lives in Lansing or Detroit, and so I know bad areas out here. I mean, there's a couple spots. I won't name them because I don't want to, give anybody any bad vibe. But there's a couple spots where I'd be like, but there's nowhere I feel uncomfortable in this town. Nowhere.
I didn't feel that way when I was there at all.
I'm saying, yeah, right. You didn't. I've lived here forever though, and I'm saying, being from Michigan, there's nowhere. Like even when somebody's like, when I was doing rideshare, like, well, I had one guy who's like, hey, have you ever been out here before? And I was like, I said, I've never been. I've said I've nenever dropped off out that far before. I said, is that apartments or what is that? And he goes, he's like, well, man, he goes, you probably won't want to ever come back here. And I said, oh, really? And he's like, this is the shady hood of Denver. And I'll tell you guys, it's East Aurora. I won't give you any more than that. He thought, and again, I've been around now, and I do know that probably is one of the shadier places. I literally would have got out of my car, hung out with people, and laid on the hood. In no way, and it was nighttime. It was like 3 a.m. In Detroit, I would have said jump in the right hood.
Yeah, see, here in Sarasota too, I'm the same way. There's pretty much a very, very tiny area. But same way, I could lay on the hood of my car too, pretty much anywhere here at 3 a.m.
See, Ty says there are no police left in Denver. First of all, that's, again, I'm not trying to be a jerk there, but that's not right. There's tons of police in Denver.
And gig wise, you ask if Steve had been getting many offers on delivered.
No.
I also do delivered.
But shady hoods are only a 10-minute drive for a criminal with a car. There you go. And what I will agree with, Ty, is that you just said something that we talked about earlier in the show. My son had a gun pulled on him in a nice area. So really, here's the realistic thing. Nowhere's safe anymore. You just got to have your wits about you, and you got to be alert at all times.
Right. Well,
that's the world we live in.
They want to go to the higher income areas because they figure they're going to get a better haul that way. If they rob somebody in their own hood, they're not going to get any money, is what they were saying. But
right. But also don't forget, those of us here in Colorado, we are very used to amazingly horrible tragedies. Columbine, the Walmart shooting, the AMC shooting of the third Batman. Nobody saw that coming in a theater. The guy assassinated a lot of people. The Centennial, the Boulder, King Soopers attack. We have had a lot in Colorado. To me, it's not shocking because we get a lot of those. So
I wonder why that is. That Colorado seems to have had more.
I don't know. It all started. The first one I remember anyway was Columbine. Mm-hmm. That's kind of when it, and then we just seen it seems like whenever there's another one, there's like one a year, but then there was a few years where there was like one a year here too. So, but I mean, there's like one national a year. There's like a Shady Hook, or there's a big California one, but
It seems like we get more than our fair share down here too.
Yeah.
In Florida.
So I don't know.
You guys are mean, always bad mouthing us robbers. Sorry, we're so sorry.
You guys,
I'm gonna get out of my car real quick and show you something.
Oh,
I got my
after she
new
shows
magnet
us
on my car today. For
I bet
my
it's a
resort dumpling.
seal on her car. There it is.
Yep, that's my. Where am I going here? That's my resort business through Dumpling. So
nice.
I just got that today.
So let's so first of all, Holly's book, email her. If I put the email in the live chat, so if you're watching this on replay, hit the live chat. I put her email because you have to email her if you want a copy, and she'll send you the link to download it or print it. And then we'll be back next week. And what else do we got?
I think that's it for now.
Maybe next week Holly can talk about that resort side, because that's what I'm starting.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That'll be my teaser to next week. Is some of the things we were going to hit on today was I want to talk about like taking Dumpling further than thinking of it as shopping. I'm going to need to, and it's doable. I'm not saying like this is, you know what I mean? Like this is something I can do, and I definitely think absolutely the time is right, because these apps are not doing well. Like Dana said yesterday on our live stream, he does very well on the apps in Boston, even DoorDash. He still says, on the weekends, I don't use it. He multi-apps. He's been doing it since 2015. He said, thank God for Curry. Without it, I might be leaving the gig economy right now. So I get how bad
Curry
it can be.
had more here. They just don't have enough
here.
Yeah,
but I mean, like if it's not Curry, it could be another. But here's my point: is that's why this show should be popping right now, because I was starting to be like, damn it, Kroger's here. And we'll get into that next week too, because that was a fear of mine.
And if anybody
and I'm going to have to tweak
up,
it. I'm going to have to tweak it out. But I got an idea. And my idea I'm going to share with you guys, because I want, if you guys do Dumpling, even if you don't engage my idea, it might help you come up with an idea, because I have a whole new approach to it now. So.
Well, good, because this summer has been very slow. So if anybody just started this summer and they're like, there's nothing out there, this summer has been horrible for everybody. Well, I'm not going to say everybody. It's been horrible for me. I have been just really down this summer compared to what I normally am. So I'm hoping now that we are back into fall.
Yeah, I will say this: those doing curry. I will say this: if you guys like, the reason that it's banging right now is because it's kind of not the best reason. Is because whenever gas prices hike, the bigger rigs don't go out. So we're seeing a lot of down trickle into the smaller size vehicles.
What do you
know what I mean? Like the big rigs are like, when gas is like $6 a gallon, they're like, dude, I'm not taking that thing out. It gets like 8 miles to the gallon. So a lot of the people on Curry who have bigger vehicles are not accepting orders, and therefore we're being bombarded. Happens every time gas goes up.
Gotcha. So. Yeah, somebody just mentioned about California gas prices are over $5 now.
$5.99 to $6.99 for basic level gas. Wow. That's just entry level. $5.99 is if you find the best deals.
I paid $3.55 yesterday only because I went to BJ's Wholesale Club, and normally I don't go there to get my gas, and I've been paying like $3.79 here.
So everybody in the chat, before we leave here, put your market and how much you're paying for gas right now, so we have that stamped in time.
Yeah, I'm just curious. As well.
I'd like to know. So
yeah, what is it where you are, Steve?
To be honest, so my mom doesn't drive much. I use her King Super's number and mine. Between them, I get pretty good gas discounts. Like the last time I filled up, I got 80 cents off a gallon.
That just pulls up to the pump?
I don't know. That's what I was going to say. I really don't look all the time. I need to go look. My guess is if I can usually base it on California. If California is at a basic 6, we're probably right around the highest 3, like 389 to 429 would be my guess. And again, I'm just guessing. But that's usually what we are, is like we're still on the higher end of most places, but we're when I look at California, I can kind of gauge it.
Gotcha.
And when you said what'd you say, $3.49?
The normal gas stations are around $3.79, but I got it.
So Jersey says
BJ's for
$3.59, $3.79. I'm guessing we're $3.89 to $4.10, $4.29.
That's about where we are too.
Yeah.
Raised on Scrabble says she's getting it for $2.97 in Georgia with the Walmart Plus.
Mm-hmm.
$2.96,
Yep.
she says.
Yeah, I mean, is anybody using Costco either? I don't know. I need to know if
I
that's
haven't.
where
I
like,
have
I need to
Costco,
go.
but I was just closer to BJ's yesterday when I got gas. So, but I'll check it.
Is Costco save you a bunch?
It'll be the same as BJ's because BJ's. I mean, it should be because they're both membership clubs like that.
Okay, Mr. DSN is in. That's Derek, and he's in my market. He's in Denver. He says $3.99.
He says, yeah, he sees $3.99 a lot.
So he's in Denver, so we can go with that. Hey, what up, Chicago driver?
Georgia, they suspended the gas tax. The governor did. So she said that the gas is $3.06 to $3.26 everywhere else, but our governor suspended the gas tax again. That's in Georgia. Oh, you lucky Georgia people. Chicago driver, $4.20 to $4.80. Yeah, you guys, Illinois government. I lived in Illinois most of my life. I know how that goes.
That's what Jersey said's the same thing for me, and it's probably why I haven't like really pressed getting a Costco. He says I don't have a membership, and the lines are crazy long. Every time I go by there, there's like 15 cars.
I pulled up to BJ's yesterday for gas and pulled right up to a pump. There was no line at all.
Right, yeah, but for Costco, I mean, like I see that too.
But BJ's is the same as Costco. I mean, it's a membership club like Sam's.
I don't think we have BJ's out here, so not the gas station. We have BJ's in Colorado, but not the gas station.
I don't know. Let me think. There's a Sam's gas station.
You didn't catch that joke?
Costco.
Come on, dirty mind. You didn't catch that joke?
What'd you say?
We have BJ's in Colorado, but not the gas station.
Oh, you're so funny.
Usually you catch it, though.
God, sorry. Damn. My bad. I'm off my game.
Okay, so join us back here next week, right? 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific.
Yes, and I will be on time. In case you missed it earlier, I don't even know if I said this online, but I was getting ready for the show today, and I was doing my hair, and my curling iron cord hit my bottle of Estee Lauder foundation, knocked it on the floor, glass and foundation all over my pants and my shoes and my cabinets and my floor. So that's a $45 bottle of foundation, by the way. So I have to go replace that. Not happy. Only had it for about a month. So
Austin, $3.49. Chicago driver said $4.20 to $4.80. So expensive. You guys, okay, we're gonna be out of here. So go check out Show Me the Money Club, and especially a week from today, big one, because you're gonna see a CEO get questioned by Sergio, and if you know Sergio, it will be fun. Muted. You're muted. Can't hear you. So I'll sign us off. Bye, everybody. We'll see you back here next week. Peace. Holly has to end the stream.